the wheels. I mean, all the wheels are completely new.
Yes.
So we also have different wheels now right now. So because you have a 4x2 truck, which means it has 4 wheels. I have 6 wheels, so my truck is heavier, and it also changes our front wheels as well now. So the heavier trucks has the wider front wheels, which
Yep.
is a nice detail,
This
in
is
my
awesome.
opinion.
This is awesome. Makes total sense. Look at these wheels. They're great.
Also
yeah, you
the-
can see the difference now through the MAN, right? If you stay next to the Scania, it's insane. Also the daylights, right? If you haven't seen the daylights, we've been talking about it. Daylights 2D to 3D, reworked, and looks dope.
Mhm.
Look, these
Also
are
all the lights, like you can enable the headlights,
Headlights.
indicators. Indicators is F on keyboard. All of them are new for this truck you are driving, and they are all in 3D. So there is actually a small side indicator there, which our 3D artist also focused on making it as realistic as possible with the glass. I think it looks very cool, that
Looks
small
awesome.
indicator there.
I'm in love with that MAN. That's also why I picked it. But also the wheels on the Scania and the wider wheels, awesome. Looks insane.
MAN also has the wider wheels. If
Yes.
you get the
Load.
six wheel variant of the truck, yeah.
Okay, cool. Also mit Ohne Zucker says the rims really make the truck much more realistic. Also like from 2D to 3D lights. Respect for a small team. You are well on the way to making a career. Oh, cute.
Yeah, thank you. Mit Zucker. Mit ohne Zucker, okay.
Mit oder ohne Zucker. Yeah, okay. Then we take another mission.
Yeah.
Maybe you can show off the brake physics.
Oh yeah, it's hard to show the.
Hard to show, right?
Then you need to go really fast.
Yeah, I need a heavy trailer, and I need to go really fast. But the suspension physics, we can definitely show the suspension physics on truck and trailer. This should be. It's also something that got improved.
Yeah, our dev interview was kind of long, but all in
worth it, right?
focus with the new changes. Yeah. So give full gas on the first or second gear, perhaps. Then when you are doing that, also apply slight bit of brake at the same time. So when you are driving, when you are actually moving, try to give full gas, and
I get what you mean. Okay.
then brakes are fighting against the throttle, kind of, and it should slowly heat it up.
But while driving, then, right, when we're on a street or here.
Yeah, when driving. Yeah, when driving. Then you are moving. If you are stopped, it wouldn't.
But here also already, or on this driving area? Wait, I'm gonna try.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you are.
But it's like daytime. So here, you don't really see it, right? Or maybe you would see
at daytime, yeah, it's harder to see, but it's not yet overheated, as far as I see from your screen. So when you are going down this bump kind of thing on the end of this logistics, you can also see the suspensions acting.
At the end of this road, you mean?
No, we actually passed it, but it doesn't matter.
We passed it, okay. We can also drive onto something once we see something.
Yeah, so in cities, I mean, it's most noticeable when there is some bumps on the road, and I guess we don't have many bumps in these actual roads. But when you are going in the cities, I mean, it's most noticeable. Those suspension improvements is most noticeable when you are climbing a sidewalk, for example, with a truck or with a trailer. Climbing the sidewalk, going down the sidewalk, or going through the speed bumps in the city, as well as we also improved the wheel physics and the tire physics, so tires friction is much more realistic right now.
I'm gonna try to use the brakes now. I'm gonna go full speed and then use the brakes.
And also when using the brakes, don't leave the gas pedal. That would also increase the heat. Did they heat up or?
Not yet, I guess.
Yeah, we're also kind of climbing.
We can also make nighttime. Yeah, we're kind of climbing, you're right. You can hear brakes. I think you'll see them in a second. Also, mit Ohne Zucker says Mehmet will perhaps see a Turkish truck in the game, a BMC question mark.
We actually contacted BMC before, but they weren't much interested. So we had actually interest, but we can try again. So it's been already like 3 years now since we contacted them, and it's quite a long time. We can definitely try again. But it will definitely be cool to have BMC in our game. It's a Turkish truck brand. It was originally from United Kingdom, I guess, but right now it's Turkish.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Which kind of licenses do you have now? MAN, Scania?
Yeah, we have MAN and Scania. We are in talks with many. With Renault, Iveco, Volvo, DAF. We are all in talks. But those stuff really go very slowly. We don't yet know when we will actually get permission from another brand. But because we have the license for the MAN trucks, we are going to model the newer MAN TGX models. Also the TGS, I guess, so the newer model from 2020. Those models are in development right now, and it will have many trucks. We plan to release them as a DLC.
I ran out of gas, Mehmet.
Yeah, there was no gas stops, right?
No, can I cheat myself some gas?
If you try to start the engine, it should show the recovery screen that you can pay.
Awesome. So we should go. Sorry to interrupt you. You can go on. You can go on talking if you wanted to.
Yeah,
about the new MAN model, right?
MAN will have like the semi trucks, the towing trucks, and also it will have the rigid trucks, the dump truck and the box truck, the box and dump rigids. So it will be a very big DLC, and we are also for that truck we're also modeling it in more variants, I can say. So the dump truck version, for example, it will look more off-road. It will have a different bumper, different headlights, different air intakes. I mean, not the air intake, but different front grills. Because in the real model, it also has the different intake on the off-road model. I mean, I call it the off-road model, but it's not actually off-road. But the dump truck and the ones that are for construction or such purposes, they are usually more rugged, more heavier, and has, for example, headlight covers to protect them from bumps and scratches, I guess. We also replicated those details.
Also, we have like a more dynamic camera right now.
Yeah, it's hard to see it with the trucks going so slow.
Yeah, especially when Becca drives really slow.
Yeah. So,
someone says, warte, werden auch Fanatec Lenkräder im Spiel unterstützt? Are there gonna be Fanatec wheels getting supported in the PC version?
So I mean, supported. By supported, if you mean
If you can use them.
it's gonna just use. It's just gonna work without any setup. Probably not yet. So we don't plan to do that yet. But in the pause menu, there is a control mapper, and you can map all the
Yeah, here,
axes,
I
all the
can show you.
buttons,
This
all
is
the
what we did.
buttons of the. Yeah, that you can map all the steering wheels in the world. If it's getting, if Windows is getting input from that, then you should be able to set up your steering wheel. I mean, it usually takes like 5 to 10 minutes. You may need to click the calibrate button, move it left and right, the steering wheel, and then move the gas pedals, brake pedals, everything, and design them. Then it's really not that difficult.
I would love to show off the brake overheating. Oh, why are you stopping like that in front of me? I have to wait.
Now you need to shift again, right?
Yeah. But yeah, I maybe go to nighttime and then I can check again if I can show off the brake. The brake's
course.
overheating. Also, did you see that? The street lights. Mehmet, tell us something had changed about the street lanterns. What did you
Yeah,
ch-
the street lights, we optimized them a bit because they were already enabling at the distance, but it wasn't perfect. There was a room for improvement there. So now they fade in instead of just popping open, popping turned on, I can say. So now it looks much more realistic. Because in any game, I mean, you cannot have after an amount of street lights, it's really it's quite heavy on the CPU and GPU.
I'm gonna try to use my brakes now. Yeah, but that looked great. It was super visible with the street lights, right? Chat?
Yeah, so it's, I mean, it's definitely, I mean, the old code has some issues, also some approximations, I can say. It wasn't representing the real thing. Now it's more realistic because suspension also now has a weight. At past, it was always like if you are going through something which compresses and decompresses your suspension quite rapidly, suspension was just kind of moving instantly to the position that it could hit the road. But now there's no instant anymore. Now it's physically realistic and it moves up and down with a delay, I can say, and with because of the weight, just like in the real life.
Okay, I just got stuck. He's no good. Okay. Oh, I have actually. Oh, awesome.
Did you ever overheat your brakes or no?
No,
I guess.
didn't manage.
And also when reversing, we now have the reverse lights, which also light up the environment. It's also something new which we added in this version. So both the trailer and the truck, their reverse lights, they were just visual, I can say, just like on the headlights, sorry, on the lights you could see them light up, but it wasn't lighting up the environment. Now they also, it also makes it easier to see at night your rear, because your rear lights also indicate it slightly.
Should just figure out how the... So...
It's quite a bad position to start with.
Mm-hmm. I need to get my wheel straight again.
Yeah.
So... like this.
Yeah,
No, like
that's-
this. This again.
I think it's good.
But this is bad what I'm doing right now. Oh, okay. So much more, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I go a bit straight again.
Oh yeah, one of the improvements we had is, so we really worked on the lights on this version. We remodeled the headlights, we added daytime running lights. Then you also have the marker lights on your trailer, for example. Those marker lights on the box trailer, they're also new. So they enable with the headlights. So they aren't indicators, they are separate lights from the indicators, and that's how they work in real life as well. So your truck is more visible to other drivers. It's also good for multiplayer, so that you can see them easier.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Midon and Zucker said we console players would also like to have a menu like that. Don't even know how it is on console. They have that menu with mapper and everything.
A control mapper. So yeah, control mapper is quite difficult on consoles, because our steering wheel support is kind of complicated, and I mean, it's, to be honest, it's too much work to support it, because we need to make a separate thing for the steering wheel to allow it to be mapped. In future, perhaps we can do that, but we are trying. I mean, for the consoles, it's nicer that there aren't so many supported steering wheels anyways, so we can just map them all on our own ourselves. Same for the controllers. And we are also always improving them. For example, with this update, we added the manual transmission with controllers. So now controllers on the console or on PC, they can use manual transmission at shift up, gear shift down, which is something many players asked for. And it wasn't. I mean, it's there is no button left on the controller, so we had to ask players to hold one button and press another button at the same time. So holding the bumper, press this downshifts, holding and pressing this upshifts. When you get used to it, you can really do it pretty quickly. I mean, it's on our tests, it worked really well. So much better, I mean, than having no option at all. And it's quite fun also to drive in manual. It also, when you are in manual also, or when you disable the auto reverse option, brake pedal is always the brake pedal, because if you don't have manual transmission, brake pedal also works as a reverse gas pedal, which is unrealistic. So the manual transmission goes over that, and brake pedal always brakes. You shift down to the reverse, you give gas, then its car goes reverse, just like in real life.